This is a video for a guy that I met in the forums, Ace Cassette. He's called Full Dot, and he put up this chart, and he was asking what people's thoughts were of it. I think asking where the position of it is now, and we just started going over about obviously what he's written in there, the various like the bearing golfing, and so I just wanted to put something together for him so we could kind of see what's happening with the supply and the demand. If we look up here, we've got our supply level. Now, if you'd have taken this, you probably would have been stopped out. It's gone above the wicks of the previous high, this supply level here, so we'll ignore the fact of that. But what obviously I wanted to show him, what was happening and where it was coming down to and why. So let's say you're in the trade. Okay, so price is coming down. We're hitting some lows here. There's some wick lows. There's some demand there, so it's pushing price up a little bit. But it's every time it pushes price up, it's coming underneath and picking up some supply and pushing it down further. So let's have a prime example, nice clear example, is this area here where we have like the base of the pole. So we've got demand there. Obviously we can see here there's a low created off of that demand there. It's pushed price up to supply. Supply's found more sellers, it's dropped price down. Where has price come down to? Down to this next demand level down here. Obviously this demand is gone now from this area, so it's pushed price down to there. So that's where we are there. Push price up, and it's pushed price up to this supply zone just here. Okay, but also as it's pushed it up, these two wick high, or the wick highs there, has that's consumed all the supply up there. So anyway, more sellers come down, and it's come down to the source of the lift, pretty much. So we have here, that's the demand area here. So of course we have a nice big reaction. So you would assume the price would go back up to this area here, which was the last supply. If we remember, these wicks have taken at that supply, so price goes up, and it goes up to this area here, which is the last supply that's still intact. Okay, from there comes down, finds some demand, goes back up. Now because it's taken out this here, it goes up to the next level, last supply. Okay, price wants to push down to here, drops down lower, finds demand at the base of this returning point there. So not only did we have, obviously we had a nice sell that we could follow all the way down, breaking through demand levels. So it hit demand, went back up to supply, found some more sellers, dropped down to the base of the drop. But also you could have bought there and taken it all the way up to there. So it's gone up to the last part of supply, and now we're obviously heading way back down. What you can do, you can just follow this candle by candle all the way down. So obviously we're going down, come down to the demand there. So where from demand does it have to go? It has to go back to supply, which is there, yeah, before we can break through the demand. So what we've got constantly going on is price going from supply to demand, from demand to supply. It cannot break through demand or supply until it goes back on itself, picks up more buyers, picks up more sellers, and then it can break through. And as you can see, that first touch on fresh demand can't break through. Okay, so it goes up to supply, finds more sellers, and there we go, it breaks through. So obviously he's got some good information here, you know, what he's seen, and we was running through some stuff via text and it was just too difficult, so I put this video together for him. Hopefully it might help out some of you, it might not help out any of you, but this is my first video, and that's really about it. So thinking about his original question, what do we think about the drop base drop? Yes, I mean finally it's come down to, I mean this area here, let's move this down. For me, this is just a nasty area to get involved in. There's hundreds more charts to get involved in. This has done its job. It's had its drop, back to the source. Move on, as they say. Right, Faldot, I hope that helps out, mate, and we'll speak soon.